Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode here at Smudger Gaming. This is episode 24, I think, of our Mass Effect Legendary Edition Renegade playthrough with our lovely Renegade Shepherd here. In the last episode, we reached peak 15 on Noveria. We restarted everything that we had to do over there, and we've taken the tram to the Rift station, which is the Binary Helix Research Station, and this is where we're going to find Matriarch Benezia, who is Liara's mum. So we'll be doing that in this episode, and depending on how quickly it takes us to do that, we might also do, in fact I think we probably will have to do at least a little bit of chatting back on the Normandy. Because I think once you finish here, it automatically takes you back onto the Normandy. I don't think there's a way to stop that, so we'll be doing that as well. You shoot me, I shoot you.
Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
I take it you've encountered those things.
Encountered, fought, seen men ripped apart by. We're all working on stems. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot. I'd like to know who you are.
Call me Shepard. I was sent to find an Asari matriarch.
Benezia? Yeah, she came through here. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
I'm packing fire and steel. They want to fight with claws and teeth, it's their funeral.
You got my support. We sent an
Badass.
Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
Benezia. Is she still over there?
I don't know. I don't see what one person could do.
A matriarch has the skill to keep herself alive for a long time.
There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs.
Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from the outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick stable. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. Got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only.
Listen, I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. Understand?
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. We made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter! Take cover!
Get off.
Thanks for the help. Every few hours a group comes
Tried.
out of the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
We're all in the same boat.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
You're a member of the science teams.
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
Think you could translate that into galactic?
It's a genetic thing. Forget it.
You seem less upset about this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Ialis from the University of Arraeus. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
No need to be so rude.
You are interrupting my meditations. Precisely how rude must I be to convince you to leave?
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Why ask me, and not your friend?
Because I do not know anything about the matriarch.
Then why would I?
That's all for now.
She is what we like to call a bitch.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
It seems I've been caught up in events.
Sympathetically. Everyone here could say the same. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventralis.
Light human armor. Ours is better. Mid-gel update. Upgrade. Thanks. Bye.
What? No! Sorry. I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Is there something you need?
No, I just mostly wanted to annoy you.
Sorry.
Sorry. Well, there's Dr. Ialis over there. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
What sort of work do you do here?
I can't say. I signed a non-disclosure agreement. If we survive, I'd like to keep my job. The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
I'll talk to you
They're
later.
just all going to say the same
Remember to
thing. I
report any
can't
suspicious
really
noises.
be bothered trying to talk to them all. So let's just loot out. And Omnigel. They all look so serious. There's Han Ola. He's the guy we need to speak to.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
Are you trying to be cryptic or are you just nuts?
I wish I were crazy. It would be easier.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
The Krogan wiped them out 1,000 years ago.
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
We do.
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Shush. He was telling us stuff.
God, am I sane?
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Arachnide back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Who?
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
The only thing you could do was save yourself.
Of course. That is perfectly true.
Could Matriarch Venezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
So we can't go in there, we can't go up there just now. So there's somebody else to talk to. Need to go and talk to the doctor. Run, Shepherd, run. We can't go through there because it's the restricted area, so the only other place is the medical bay.
What do you want?
I've had a long day. Don't piss me off.
She said a swear.
Yes, I'm sorry. I haven't had much sleep lately.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
Suit yourself.
I'm just trying to avoid an incident.
Okay. We need him to tell us, so
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an
let's try
accident.
that again.
I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you want to.
I'm going to, because I might be able to help.
I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets.
They don't.
You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
Makes sense. She seems to regulate everything else up here.
We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I need full cooperation if I'm gonna help. Do you want these people to live? If not, I'll walk out of here.
No, wait. It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature, but there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
It doesn't matter how safe you make it. Biological weapons are illegal.
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
You made this, but can't cure it. Don't you people take notes?
Our first priority was getting it working. We were close to synthesizing an antidote, and Mira went down. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
Okay, so we need to go back and talk to Captain Ventralis to get him to let us into the quarantine area.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but
We can't risk contamination now.
If we survive, your employers will want a report from me. I wonder how much insurance they have on those scientists.
all right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
If that's the only way you'll let us in, I agree.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
And then we go back again. So now we need to go down to quarantine.
You're not part of the crew.
I have Ventralis's permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
Damn it. Okay, so you need to stop it in between the two arrows, and I just missed it there. Did it?
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
Ambush.
Kill her.
She's surrounded by Geth and pointing a gun at us. Shoot her!
You're not as stupid as you look. Weapons free!
Of course I get. Oh, her, yes. Listen. Na 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 na. What you doing down there? Oh, that's right, you did. So are you, Nana. We've isolated 4 chemicals that can be combined to counteract the toxin. They must be mixed in precise quantities. As each chemical is poured, the equipment will mark the minimum and maximum amounts that will work. Too little or too much will spoil the result, which is what we did. We're running low on Omni Gel. Yep. Can we? Oh, yep. Damn, can we actually do this? Come on. I think once you go back out here, yeah, guard's dead. They're fine though.
They came out of there.
That door's locked. How can I get in?
A team lead would have access. Like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
I'll be leaving now.
So there are other ways that you can do this. You can just hack your way in through the door I said was off limits upstairs. You can go and do the hot labs first and then come back here, which causes other events to happen. Or we can do it this way, which is the first time I think I've ever done it this way, is to help Dr. Cohen and he gives you access. There's a lot of back and forth in this part, as you may have noticed.
Is that the cure? You did it?
I was ambushed in the lab you sent me to. If you set me up...
We'll kill you.
You were attacked? I don't know anything about that. I hate conflict. I've never even fired anyone. I have my receptionist do it. The guards? They've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass. But there's just snow back there. Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough. That... Oh, God, what a cliché. You saved their lives, do you know that?
And I almost lost mine. Thanks is all I get? We need to be at peak to fight those aliens. Give us some Metagel.
Of course. Here. You didn't get these for me. Ventralis wanted them saved for his people.
Yeah, well.
I need to administer this. Thanks again.
Ventralis is a big poo. Ew. Ah, we got Paragon. Ah. Feel dirty. Suppose a little bit of Paragon never hurt anybody. Okay, so if we now go back down here again. We can now get into this maintenance area. Oh, that sounds so wet. And there she is.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and I don't care.
Indeed. What have you told her about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
You won't look so smug with a hole in your head.
Your insolence is a poor mask for your fear.
We don't feel fear. She stasis does. That still won't stop us. Na 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 na, we're gonna get you. What you got next? Some Gethys thing? This way. So hard to see sometimes. Yes, weaken yourself. And of course, Garrus walks in front of us. Oh, really, Ada.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
I expected better from Asari commandos.
I will not betray him. You will. You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
How can he compel you? He's not even here.
People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
The ship that attacked Eden Prime? I didn't think anything that size could land on a planet.
It has a very powerful Mass Effect drive, but that is not Sovereign's true power. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
Tell me where the Mu gate is before I lose my temper.
Of course, Commander. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should. Oh, you should.
Mother, don't leave. Fight him.
You've always made me proud, Liara.
Oh, poor Liara. We'll come for you.
Die.
Get up. Get up. Get up. Whoops. Well, that's just not fair. Okay. No. Told you we'd give you a bullet to the brain.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
First you turn on the Council, now on Saren. You're not loyal to anything, are you?
I suppose that is how history will know me.
Mother.
Good night, little wing. I will see you again with the dawn. No light. They always said there would be a...
No light for you. You were naughty. And so this episode's already at about half an hour, and there's still one last thing we need to do while we're here. So I think we will be running over on this one just slightly. So we'll leave returning to the Normandy for the next episode and do all that then. And then we've got a few side missions to clear up before we head to our next destination on Feros.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Who am I speaking to here?
We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Renegade.
I didn't come here to talk to bugs.
The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
I'll kill them cheerfully.
I'm more than willing to wipe them out.
Yes, we are.
Such discordance bodes ill for what we must compose here. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
The Ragnar were a threat to the galaxy. Those tanks are filled with acid. If she gets out of hand, they dissolve her.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
So, I usually free them every time. I've always freed them. However, this one is one for me to do differently, and we are a renegade. So...
Make your peace with the galaxy. The Rachni are a dead race.
No. Stop feeling and think. Even if you disagree with Asari morals, you must see she could be an ally.
Is our kind so frightening? You would seek our silence if you cannot muffle our songs? If you cannot have us as your obedient claws?
This time, stay dead.
We will not embrace the great silence.
No, I actually feel really bad about doing this. But we are a renegade. Sorry. Okay, so there's one last thing for us to do while we're here. And then we can call it an episode, and then in the next episode we'll leave Noveria, do some chatting with our squad, and then it's on to... Why is there? Strange. Yeah, doing a chat with the squad, then we've got 3 side missions, maybe 4. And then we can go on to Feros. So we just need to do the hot labs bit. It's cool. That all.
Are you here to secure the situation?
If by secure you mean shoot every monster I see, sure.
I am certain you are having strong feelings. But what has happened here, it is our fault. You understand?
I understand that we'll be dead soon. Talk fast.
Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Ragnar's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
They should have destroyed it. Why hatch it?
Binary Helix planned to clone Ragnar, mass produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Ragnar. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Obviously, they were wrong.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Ragnar do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Ragnar are uncontrollable.
Are you telling me I shouldn't kill these things?
Actually, I was to tell you the opposite. These Ragnar are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira the start.
He will give Mira destruction. Oh! Bye bye. See, Liara, this is why they had to die. She's not going to be happy with us. I feel it. Feel it in my jellies.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Code input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
And now we need to make it back to the elevator. Best thing to do is just run. Run. And there it goes boom. Okay, so that's us done here. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please give it a like down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and make sure your notification bell is on so that you don't miss any future episodes. I'll see you next time. Bye.